The world has changed and many of us are working from home, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy a very nice and nutritious lunch. Here comes my halloumi wrap. Let me show you how to make this. This is a fairly quick recipe that you can put together in 15 minutes tops. So the first thing you need is to slice up some garlic. You can also grate it or use garlic paste if you like, but I personally like to have small bits of garlic. Now cut a whole aubergine in very thin slices. You can cut it thicker, but it will take a little while longer to cook. So I'll cut it lengthwise and cut it in half once again, but do it however you like. And do the same thing with the courgette. Cutting in thin slices means that you can cook it a lot quicker, which is exactly what you want if you have a meeting you need to get to. And grab a bell pepper and do the exact same thing. Now I'm gonna make my own garlic sauce. So that's a couple of spoons of Greek yogurt, a spoon of garlic paste, some salt, some pepper, and a squeeze of lemon juice. Whisk that all together and it's ready to go. I'm using a wok, but feel free to use a frying pan. I have some onions left over, so I'm adding that in the pan and frying it for about a minute. Your onions will have caramelized a little bit. Now add in your garlic. The pan will be fairly hot, so it will be really easy to burn everything in there. So keep tossing and stirring that pot. Once your garlic has become nice and crispy, you can now add in your aubergines. Now they will soak up all the oil that's in there. To avoid making an oily dish, first toss around to make sure you coat everything with some oil. Then place a lid on top of your pan. Let it cook for a minute and remove. Toss a few times, then place the pan once again. You're gonna do that 2-3 times. What this will do is that will cook the aubergine without needing to add too much oil. The steam that's created when the lid is placed will help the aubergine cook, but as soon as you remove it, all that water will evaporate. Make sure to toss the pan a few times every time you take the lid on and off. Now I'm happy with my aubergine and now I'm adding all my peppers. Toss a few times to cover the pepper with the oil and let that fry for a minute. Finally add all your courgettes. And you know what to do? Toss a few times, make sure you cover all the courgettes with some of the oil and fry again for another minute or so. At this point, add all your dry herbs, your pepper and salt. Toss a few times to mix well. Place a lid on top of your pan and let that cook for a minute. You are then done with your dish. Now cut your halloumi in slices. You want them to be thick enough that they will retain shape, but if it's too thin, they will break apart, which is not a big deal since they're going in the wrap anyway, but do it as you like. Halloumi fries very quickly. So place in a frying pan with some oil and fry on each side for about a minute or so. You know it's ready when you see this level of browning on each side. Also, if you can avoid it, please do not use your fingers. It doesn't look like it, but that does burn like hell. Anyway, the halloumi is ready, so now let's make the wrap. Toast for a few seconds so that it becomes soft and add your filling. I'm going for a deep fill here, so I'm adding quite a bit, but again, do it to your own preference. Then layer a few slices of halloumi on top of that, and now add in that lovely Greek yogurt garlic sauce that we made earlier. I've got a deep fill here, so I want a really nice tight roll. Fold the sides, then bring the bottom to the top and tuck it in really well and tightly roll your wrap. Tucking the sides as you're rolling if they start to edge out. Now cut in half, take a few pictures for the gram and enjoy your lunch. Very quick, very nutritious and also super delish. This was my recipe for my halloumi wrap.